this morning.
Hello my friend, welcome to a new video. This is the first time I'm talking in now time about the Camino de Santiago, and unfortunately it didn't work out the way I had planned to, and the reason you maybe can imagine already is because I was injured. I struggle with plantar fasciitis for several years now. I even got it quite a few weeks before I started the Camino. Then I was able to do quite a lot of stretching and exercises, and I went pain-free into the Camino, but I was really scared. I wasn't sure if I will be able to walk the whole thing. And then in the third week, it's where I realized it hurt a lot. I will put the video in the cards. I think it's day 21 or something like that, where I'm in Carrion de los Condes and realizing this is not working anymore. And I went to a Spanish GP, which was an interesting experience because in Spain they have like these health centers where there are several doctors practicing. And yeah, my GP came in high heels and a dress, and I'm like, okay, that's something I haven't seen before. At least not as a doctor. And obviously it was really difficult. She didn't speak any English. So we had to do all the things in Spanish. I had written down everything in Spanish beforehand so that she knew what was going on and what I thought it was, and obviously is. And I mean, she just pressed at one point, it's like somewhere here, and then yeah, plantar fasciitis in both feet, but it was more in the left one, in the left foot. I remember I was so crushed that day. I mean, I remember I filmed myself crying, and I really wanted to have that also kind of captured in this whole experience because it's part of the journey. You will face obstacles, and for some people that might be also the end of the Camino. And actually the next day when I decided to go to Lyon and take a few rest days, I met several ones who were so badly injured that they had to stop the Camino completely. So I knew that what could happen. And she had told me that I could walk like max 5 kilometers a day. And the thing is, you're such in a rhythm. You're so used to walk for hours. You're so used to wake up in the morning with the other pilgrims, and then you start to go, and then you don't have like a real plan if you can't walk like a lot of kilometers. And in the week I still try to continue walking. I didn't always walk only 5 kilometers. Most of the time I walked like 10 to 15. So that's probably was one reason why it didn't go well anymore. At the same time, it was really hard to schedule with the buses to kind of stay in the pilgrims bubble that I had been with the other pilgrims. I also wanted to walk more, and I mean, you don't have a lot of things with you that you can distract yourself with. Like, yeah, there's several problems with if you're injured on the Camino, and there's obviously also your inner mindset of like, but you want to keep going, you want to walk the Camino, you have so much put effort in this, you have trained for this, you have paid money for getting here, and you have taken vacation days to get here, and it was really hard. I really tried. And the thing was, I remember the one to Hospital de Obigo, I walked almost 50 kilometers. Oh my goodness, that hurt a lot in the last 2 kilometers. Oh, yeah. And then my last stage when I walked from Villafranca del Bierzo. I mean, it was just 5 kilometers, but I didn't film it so much on the way. I think it was because it was quite a popular day, like there were a lot of pilgrims on the way, so I didn't film so much. But I just knew that's not working here anymore, because I had so much pain just walking 5 kilometers, and I knew this is not working. And the problem I had was that I was supposed to meet my friends Melina and Victoria in Santiago like 10 days later, and we were supposed to walk to Finisterre together. So I had like 100 kilometers that I still had to walk anyway. I couldn't fly home because I was supposed to meet them, and I also had subletted my flat here, so I couldn't go home either. So when I was in Villafranca del Bierzo, I met some really nice people, Diego and Nelly. I was able to say goodbye to my Camino friends, and I decided that I will have to take a break. Be really mindful, not walking much, trying to do a lot of stretching, and like maybe getting to a place where I can get like physiotherapy or massage to help out a bit to kind of like stretch it out, and kind of hoping for the best to continue walking from Santiago. I remember I already called Melina, said probably we have to do a little bit different than I had planned. Maybe we need a little bit longer. And I have to say, I mean, Melina is such a wonderful person. She was very kind, very uplifting, and she said, we will make this, we will work this out. And I'm so grateful for my friends. Oh God, I'm tearing up. Yeah, but so I decided to take a break, and I wanted to put this video in because we are gonna continue on this Camino journey. I'm not gonna tell you where I took a break to, but you will see it in the next weeks because I filmed that as well. And obviously we will return to Santiago. We're gonna celebrate my birthday, and then we'll see how it's going on the Camino de Finisterre. I'm really happy you joined me on continuing this way with me. I'm so happy for all the new subscribers here, and I hope you enjoyed these videos. And I just love to have now captured these memories of this pilgrimage, even though it didn't work out completely as I wanted to. I walked 400 kilometers on the Camino Frances, and I mean, I'm very, very proud of myself. And one thing that I definitely would do differently, that I didn't even think of while I was injured, was to send your baggage, because you can send your luggage every day to the next spot. It kind of like restrains how your spontaneity. You can't just like walk, and then you have to pick up your luggage and then you maybe can walk further, but it's still super helpful, because obviously when you have like plantar fasciitis, every kilogram more puts even more pressure on the foot. So actually sending that every day would have helped so much, and I didn't even think about it. And I have to say, if you do that, you have to obviously have like a little backpack that you go with you, where you have your drink, your water, and a few things with you. So you need a little bit logistics with it, but I definitely would recommend that. And I have to say, in 2017 on my first Camino, I actually did that. It was different reasons. I thought I couldn't walk with a whole backpack because I thought that I wouldn't be able to breathe. I have a stiff rib cage, that makes it a little bit harder for me to especially walk upward. But yeah, so I sent my luggage for the whole way, but this time I just didn't even think about it. And yeah, and probably if I go the Camino again, I'm definitely gonna do that next time. And I mean, you just have to take advantage of the extremely good infrastructure that the Camino Frances has, much more than any other Camino. So lessons learned. On the next video, I will go from Villafranca del Bierzo to Santiago. I'm not telling you so much more, but we will visit Santiago, and have all the feelings about it arriving there in a different way than I had anticipated. And I hope you continue with me on this pilgrimage journey. I'll really see you next Thursday for a new update on my 12-week year that I'm currently doing. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye bye.